Namo Phat. Thanks so much for joining me for our daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This beautiful sound calls us back to our true home. The fourth mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by unmindful speech and the inability to listen to others, I vow to cultivate loving speech and deep listening in order to bring joy and happiness to others and to relieve others of their suffering. Knowing that words can create happiness or suffering, I'm determined to speak truthfully, with words that inspire self-confidence, joy, and hope. I will not spread news I do not know to be certain, and will not criticize or condemn things of which I am not sure. I will refrain from uttering words that can cause division or discord, or that can cause the family or the community to break. I'm determined to make all efforts to reconcile and resolve all conflicts, however small. We're reading Ajahn Munindo's book, Unexpected Freedom, for our Dharma lessons, and today we're reading Pleasure and Pain in Perspective. We might think, I'm willing to be mindful of pain, but I don't want to have to spoil the experience of pleasure by being mindful of it. This is a common misunderstanding of practice. If we hear what the Buddha is saying clearly, then we understand that when there is pleasure, we just know, and we don't allow ourselves to indulge in it. Similarly, when the situation has changed and there is disappointment, we don't get overwhelmed by that either. In the practice of right mindfulness, we learn to not get thrown by the extremes of pleasure or suffering. This kind of knowingness means that we are able to appreciate things in new ways. We are learning to see and hear more deeply. We know, for example, the impermanence of sensations, of perceptions, of feelings. Somebody turns up whom you haven't seen for a long time, and it is such a pleasure to see them. We feel it in the heart, in the body, feel a real joy and delight at seeing an old friend. We experience the warmth and friendship of good company. Now, if there's right knowingness and developed attention, then there's also a not getting lost in the experience. There is a silent inner knowing that eventually this person that we're so pleased to see will leave. We appreciate the reality that the pleasure of this meeting is an impermanent condition. It's difficult to talk about this subject without it seeming that mindfulness somehow detracts from the experience, as if when we meet that dear friend again, being mindful of the transitory nature of experience means that somehow we can't fully enjoy the meeting. Often when teaching about mindfulness, the Buddha would use another word, sampajanya in Pali, in conjunction with sati. Sampajanya means clear comprehension. Each of our experiences, pleasant or unpleasant, we understand with wisdom, knowing this experience will not last forever. It is important to get a feeling for the subtleties of the quality of mind being encouraged. Mindfulness is a quiet knowing, a quiet presence, and clear comprehension is the aspect that sees things in perspective. The gentleness and balance of mind fostered in this practice actually enhances the beauty of pleasant experience. And in the face of that which is unpleasant, it equips us with the right kind of strength to endure. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. Namo Adita Phat. Thanks so much for joining me today.